You are not choosing your thoughts, they're appearing on their own. You are not in control of your thoughts, they're appearing on their own. You are not the one who's producing your thoughts, they're appearing on their own. And if you're not the one who is producing your thoughts, that means that all of your suffering, all of your psychological fears, fear of rejection, shame, embarrassment, fear of starting, procrastination, being lazy, blaming yourself, guilt, they're all a lie. It's just a facade. And your mistake is you're falling for those thoughts. In this video is less about explanation this time. It's more about direct observation, direct exploration with me, so you can do it with me along this video, and hopefully it can click for you. You can see how robotic you are. You're just a living robot. You're a walking process. And if you see it, you can end all your psychological garbage. Let's do it. So what's the biggest mistake that all of us make? Imagine this is you, okay? And I'll show you the let me get a shape here. Speech bubble. Here we go. So imagine this is you. This is your thought here, first thought. Let's say you're suddenly thinking about possible rejection, right? So you're thinking, let's say you see a group of people, or you are going into the meeting, or you're in a social gathering. You want to go and talk to someone, and you already have this thinking about rejection. You imagine how they're gonna say no. You imagine yourself being rejected. You imagine how painful it is. You imagine how bad it is. All right? And then what usually happens is you get a second thought right after the first thought, where you usually think like, let's say it's painful. It's painful, or I'm scared, or I shouldn't think this way about myself. Yeah, let me make it bigger. Here we go. So you think about rejection, not you think. You have automatic thinking about rejection, and then the next automatic thought is, I'm painful, or it's painful, I'm scared, I shouldn't think this way about myself. What if then? How they gonna look? All those things that we call overthinking. I want you to notice this one thing next time. What's going on in actuality? You have first initial thought about rejection. You have a whole movie about this experience, future possible experience, based on the past. And then other thoughts that are coming after this initial thought are reaction to this first thought. Okay? Without the second thoughts that are automatic, the first thought is not personal. Okay? Let me repeat that again. First initial thought is automatic. You're not producing it. You think you're producing it, but you're not producing, so it's not personal. First initial thought is neutral. It's nothing. It's like watching a movie. But the next automatic thoughts that you have, such as, it's painful, I'm scared, I shouldn't think this way about myself, it's all reaction to the first thought. You're also not producing them. So why is it important? If you even theoretically remove the second wave of thoughts, which are automatic, if you don't pay attention to them and you're not automatically take them serious, the only thing is the first initial thought. It's like watching a movie. Let's say you're watching a scary movie with about zombies, or like just horror movie, right? When you watch a horror movie, you're scared. You can get scared, you can get spooky. You have a heartbeat, faster heartbeat. You're like trembling a little bit, but you still understand that it's just a movie. It's nothing serious, right? It's just a movie. All of those things are not in real life, and I'm just watching it. I'm kind of enjoying it. It brings me some sort of joy, especially when I'm watching it with the company. And that's it. After a movie is gone, you're okay. You might have some, scary dreams afterwards, but that's it. You're kind of okay. Imagine this scary movie is the first initial thought about rejection. There's nothing personal. You're watching a scary movie, and it's okay. You're feeling the same sensation in your body, such as heartbeat, tension, trembling, but you understand that it's not real. It's facade, and you can live normally afterwards. You can still take action. You're watching a scary movie, and in the middle of scary movie, you can just walk out to the kitchen, grab some drinks, come back without thinking that, oh my god, what if I will meet those ghosts, or what if this scary thing is gonna happen in real time. You don't think about it. You just take action. All of your thoughts are the same. Imagine that all of your thoughts are just like movies. You can get initial thought about rejection. You can feel this in your body because of your memory. Oh my god, it feels painful because it's social and cultural. It feels painful. And that's it. You can end it right there. You can feel it initially with the first impulse and then move on. Even if you're scared, you can still take action because it's not personal, okay? Our mistake is we take all those thoughts about rejection, shame, embarrassment, fear of not being yada yada, and we take them personal. But we take them personal only because of the second wave of thoughts. And sometimes they appear at the same time. So we have thought of rejection, and sometimes they go together, but they're still on the same plane. No one is there there's no one there who's actually scared of rejection. Okay, that's the thing. So another example is I'll ask you, okay? Imagine a chair. Let's say like you guys are watching me and I ask you, imagine a chair. Do it. So some people are gonna imagine, let's say, a plastic white chair that's usually on a street somewhere next to street food vendors. Some people are gonna imagine old wooden chair. Some people are gonna imagine gaming chair. In my case, for some reason, I imagined a bar stool, like the chair, not a chair, like a stool that's in a bars for some reason. You didn't, so you didn't intentionally, manually thinking about what kind of chair to think about. It just appeared. I ask you, imagine a chair, and you just imagine a chair out of nowhere. Correct? You don't know how that happened. You might say, well, I thought about the chair. You think that you thought about a chair once the thought itself that you thought about a chair appeared. Okay? Let me show you again. Because we get lost in words. That's what creates so much confusion. Look. So, come on, what's going on? What's going on? Okay, delete. Do it again. Here we go. Chair. So imagine, I told you, imagine a chair. You imagine a chair immediately. And then only after that, there is a thought. I thought about the chair. Okay? What's going on? Why I cannot move it? This pisses me off so much right now. Come on. Okay, here we go. So look, you thought about the chair, and then the thought appeared. I thought about the chair. But the thought that you thought about the chair appeared afterwards. At the time when you imagined a chair, the I was not there. The I was not there. That's why it's hard for people. It's hard for you. You're right now watching. Maybe it doesn't make sense for you, right? What do you mean? I'm thinking right now. You didn't know that you're gonna think this specific thought. I'm thinking right now a couple seconds before. You weren't predicting it. You didn't know. It's impossible to know. It just appeared. And once it's appeared, I thought about that thought, or I thought about the chair. It creates a very strong illusion that you're always thinking. Someone is always thinking. No, it's not. You think that you are thinking. You think that someone is thinking once the thought itself about someone who's thinking is appeared in a picture. Now remove the chair. By the way, let me add something to it. So every single person will imagine a different type of chair, depending on where you're from, depending on your culture, depending on your place of growing up, depending on your ethnicity, country. We all know what chair means, right? But even on that very basic, simple level, people are gonna imagine different types of chairs. Now imagine at a larger scale, more sophisticated, deep scale, we talk about the qualities of people. He's kind, he's not kind, you're worthy, he's not worthy, I deserve it, I don't deserve it, what if they think, what if they don't think? Imagine how much discrepancy is on that level, on the basic level of chairs, fruits, water, so much discrepancy among people. And we talk about qualities, or talking about your future, and you feel scared about it. So much discrepancy for no reason, and you waste your energy on that stuff. Now look, remove the chair from rejection. So what's happening? You see some people. Let me grab some people. Do I have people here? No, I don't have any people here. Okay, let's put people. Look. This is your vision. This is your vision. Imagine you see certain people. You're looking at people. And or you are see a person with a certain face, with a certain familiar look, or he's speaking to you and he has a certain tone in his voice and it pisses you off. And immediately, what do you think about? You think about rejection. And what happens immediately? You think that I thought about it. Or, okay, let's put this for now. Look, by itself, if you exclude this thought without this, it's nothing. You look at people, you have rejection in your mind, some scenarios, and that's it. If you don't have the second one here, this one is just neutral, it's bland, it's nothing. It's about nobody, about no one. You might still feel scared because of automatic behavior that's been added up over the years, but you can still take action because it's not personal. You're so free. But then what happens usually? You start analyzing the first thought. Not you, it's also automatic. This here breeds this here, and this here analyzes this here. It's internal loop, it's a chain, okay? And you're stuck in between. The thinking process is stuck on itself. It's perpetuating itself. Now, and because what happens on top of all of this bullshit, there is word I, me, myself, mine, all those things, which makes it worse. Because now it's personal. Now you imagine yourself in the eyes of those people. You imagine yourself looking bad, and it's painful. But nothing is painful over there. It's only sensation in your body that's we call painful, but it's not really that painful. So now you're stuck in this rut. Rejection. Oh, I'm thinking about rejection. Rejection. Oh, I'm imagining myself in that rejection. Rejection. Oh my god, in the future they're gonna reject me as well. Rejection. Oh my god, what I'm gonna do about this rejection? You can't do nothing because it's automatic. So thought comes from conditioning, memory, patterns. The mind produces them, not you. So it's repeated behavior over time. Rejection, 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 shame, shame, shame. Since you were a baby, it's not something real or special or sacred or something that's because it's cultural and all people share the same culture socially. We think that's the problem is real, but it's not real. Okay, rejection, shame, all those things are not real. But because we share those words, we share we understand what it is, it feels like a real event. It's not a real event. It's just a thought that's charged sensationally. And the second thought adds fire into it. And now you think it's yours. It's not yours. All people feel the same way. Every single person, every single one of your role models, all people on earth feel the same way. And because they feel the same way, they create a proof that it's real. And that's what keeps them stuck. And that's why everyone is scared, and everyone is scared to do great things, and everyone is scared to say something, everyone is scared to be creative, everyone is scared to, not fit into a certain framework. Because once you feel rejection, you're trying to play by the framework of rejection. You're trying to analyze rejection. You're trying to analyze how to not be rejected, but you only work in that framework. Imagine an example with chair. So many different types of chairs on that simple level. Now imagine rejection. What you consider as rejection and it's painful for other people, they also understand what rejection is, but they experience it. Maybe some of them will experience it a little bit differently. Some people just don't care about rejection. It's fine to them. Rejection is automatic. It's not yours. Why is it important? Because if you do not produce them, you don't have to fix them. You're trying to fix something that was never yours. Okay? If this thing here is not yours, then you don't have to fix it. It's not your problem. And the solution, so-called solution, is not your solution. So every single time you're afraid of taking action because you feel scared to be not accepted, to be rejected, to be misunderstood, to be looked at as a weirdo, or to be looked at as not fit into a certain framework, and you fall for it, you are playing by the rules of artificial problem that's not yours. So see the thought appearing. It's not produced by you. It's just appearing, and the relationship changes. So once you see that the first thought is not yours, here we go, your freedom and real power, or real meditation, or real manifestation, or real whatever, procrastination, whatever. The first thought is not yours. Analyzing this first thought is also not yours. Nothing is yours out there. It's just a shared pattern of thinking. And it's not sad. Okay? It doesn't mean that you're gonna disappear. It's another idea. Don't worry about it. So notice for yourself, once again, you are not producing your thoughts. Right now, as I'm speaking, I'm recording this video. I'm not using script this time. I have a structure, but no script. Every single word, even right now that I'm saying, I'm not preparing them a second ago. I didn't know a second ago that I'm gonna use this specific choice of words and this specific order. It's just happening. I know a general idea of what the video should be about, and that's it. The rest of it is just flowing. based on the huge net of associations. Okay? The same with you. It's hard to catch this moment because you always think that you're thinking. But next time, right now, notice for yourself. You only think and assume that you're thinking, that you're in control, only when you have thought about you controlling the thought. Very, very mindfully. That's your freedom. No psychological garbage. And your action becomes very direct, very simple, very direct, with not a single gram of doubt. Very precise. You learn from mistakes faster because you don't blame yourself for mistakes. It's just a mistake. Even mistake is just a name. It's just a word. It doesn't mean anything. There's just another way of doing things more efficiently. And now you learn about it. Now you can do it this way next time. Faster. With more, recklessness. Just like that. Okay? Peace.